feeling. This place is jumping off hard as it can get. No, we won't ever stop dancing on the edge. We like it dangerous, we like to see you split. Turn up another notch, you ain't seen nothing yet. Let me tell you something, let me tell you something. Let me tell you something, let me tell you something. Right now, right now. Right now, right now. Right now, right now. Right now, right now. Got a real good feeling. Got a real good feeling. Like there is lightning deep in my bones. Got a real good feeling. I won't hit no ceiling. I'm going higher than I've ever known. Yeah, I got a real good feeling. I won't hit no ceiling. Like there is lightning deep in my bones. Got a real good feeling. I won't hit no ceiling. I'm going higher than I've ever known. Got a real good feeling. Right now, right now. 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 Oh, I got a real good feeling. Got a real good feeling. Like there is lightning deep in my bones. Yeah, I got a real good feeling. I won't hit no ceiling. I'm going high.
All right. What is going on, everybody? Welcome to Jay Lippman Live. Let me mute my laptop real quick so I can get rid of these headphones and talk to you guys and not get distracted by the sound of my own voice. Welcome to Jay Lippman Live. My name is Jay, and on this stream, we talk about everything video editing, camera gear, and how to make better videos. So if that sounds like something that you're into and you are new to the stream, new to the channel, make sure you click that subscribe button, hit that bell so you know when I'm coming out with new videos, which is every Monday and Friday. And we meet here every Wednesday at 2 p.m. Eastern Central Time. I love that song, by the way. Did you guys enjoy that song? Real Good Feeling by Oh the Larceny. I was so excited when I found out they were on Music Bed because I love Music Bed and I love that song. So, very, very excited to be here. My day has been good. My day has been very good. But we'll get to my day in a second. We'll also get to your questions in a second. Let's jump into the chat and see who's here. Steven Krieger, what is going on, sir? How are you? Dalai Lama's Tea, hello. Bud, what's up? What is going on? I'm going to try and pronounce this. Muhibin Colby, maybe? I hope I didn't butcher your name too bad, but welcome to the stream. Thank you for being here. Andres Nieves, hello. Muy bien, y tú? That song, yeah, I love that song. I love that song. The Larceny is really good if you go on a Music Bed and look them up. And the best part is because it's on Music Bed, because I have a subscription for Music Bed, I can actually, if I wanted to, I could use that song in one of my videos. So they got really good stuff too. Like everything that I've heard on Music Bed so far has been absolutely amazing. If you guys want to check it out for yourself, there's a link in the description. You can click on that. It'll give you a free month. It'll also give me a free month. So you'd be helping me out and saving me $20. That would be nice. Not $20, $10. Why did I say 20? Anyway, Mr. Miles, Chief Engineer, hello. Jules R, what's going on? Creative 7 Inc, what is up? And Tish, hello. HFS is the Artist Haven. How are you doing? How are you doing? So guys, if you missed it, actually back up. There's a few new people in the stream. Let me explain what goes on here. Like I said, on this stream, on this channel, we talk about 3 things: video editing, camera gear, and how to make better videos. And it's a Q&A. It's a Q&A. There is a form in the description. There's a link to a form in the description, I should say. You fill that out, ask your question. I'll get to it. Today, I tried something a little bit different, and I sent out a tweet asking for your questions about audio editing, because for those of you who don't know me, I am a big audio guy. There's a whole story behind that I'm going to talk about for just a second. But yeah, it's I asked what your questions were, and a few people responded, got a few questions. But if you guys have questions, if you missed that tweet, go ahead and click the link in the description, fill out that form. We'll be getting to the form questions in a little bit. Jules R, yes, new to the channel. Tech Examine, what's up, dude? Never mind. I'm not gonna get into that. Totally unrelated. Actually, it's not unrelated, but today we're talking about audio editing. Now, I'm a huge audio guy. I started out as a musician. That was my introduction to audio. As a musician, guitar, bass, drums, a little bit of piano, played the clarinet in middle school, that kind of thing. And, I was in rock bands and all that stuff, and we were in the studio a lot. And when we were in the studio, I learned about mixing audio, for bands and stuff like that, mixing music. And then when I picked up a camera, I had to kind of go through the process of figuring out how to translate all of that music mixing knowledge into, video stuff and learning how to mix audio for videos. And it's one of my favorite things to do, not just mixing and getting the levels right. Hold on, kids home. Kaylin, I'm doing my thing. Going to bed. Go to bed. Go take your nap. No, you didn't. The kid's home. Let's back up for a second. The kid's home. She was running a fever last night. She is doing better now, but we kept her home from daycare just to be safe. And she's supposed to be taking a nap right now, but she has decided that that apparently she doesn't want to do that. So we'll see what happens. No, you didn't. So this may be an interesting. All right. Hold on 1 second, guys. Go back and listen to Oh the Larceny real quick. I'll be right back. And we're back. Jesus. All right. So she's in bed. She's crying. She's supposed to be taking a nap. She's not taking a nap. Sorry about that, folks. Luckily, I had some music for you guys to listen to. She wasn't feeling well. She seems to be feeling better today, although she is feeling a tad warm. I'm going to let her take a nap and then take her temperature and all that stuff. So it is, it's been an interesting day. Jay going to lay the law down. No, I just put her down. I'm in the process of maybe putting on a movie. Burn it down. What's going on? Let's back up. All right. So I love audio. People who know me know that. And I love doing, not just getting levels right, but making the voice sound right, getting the right sound effects, the right ambient noise, and all that stuff in there. So that's what I wanted to talk about today. And like I said, I sent out a tweet asking for questions. I've got some questions that I'm going to answer real quick. Then we'll jump over to the forum and answer those questions. And along the way, if you guys have any questions that you want to pop in the chat, go ahead and do that. Let's see. Hey, Apps That Rule. Did I already say hello? Fashionable Father. That's my life. Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. Anyone else chair dancing? I love that song. I love it. Josh Haynes. I love Lamp. Yes. Nova 6 Marketing. What's going on, Chris? Oh, man. Mr. Miles, chief engineer, says I've only dabbled with audio editing. It's one of those things I need to work on. It's fun. I love learning about audio, better vids. What is going on, sir? All right, let's jump into Twitter, answer some of these questions. First one is from Steven Krieger. Slightly related. Okay, best software if I want to compose my own songs because I'm too cheap to pay for Music Bed or Epidemic. I was looking at BTV Solo Free last night, and that seemed like it might work. I see, the thing is, when it comes to doing my own music, everything that I've done is with like instruments, and I've used software to record, and for that I've always used Adobe Audition because I think as far as audio only work concerns, I haven't worked with anything that's better than Adobe Audition. I mean, I've used a bunch of stuff. I've even used Pro Tools, and I still like Adobe Audition better. But the only software where you could compose your own stuff that I've ever actually worked with has been FL Studio, once called Fruity Loops. I've toyed around with that. You might want to check that out. I don't know if I don't know how much it costs. So sorry, I can't be more help there, but that's not really my area of expertise. When I compose my own music, it's with, guitars and a drum set and stuff like that. So, Jay's less than 200 from 5K. I know. And at this rate, I'm actually probably going to hit. I don't want to jinx myself. I'm not less than 200. I'm less than 20 away, I think. I bet people still use Fruity Loops. Well, yeah. I mean, Fruity Loops, it's called FL Studio now, but it's still a thing. It's still a thing. All right, next question is from Chris Wickless. Is there a standard we're supposed to follow for setting voice, music, sound effects, dB levels in video, or is it purely subjective? It's a little bit of both. There are kind of like production level standards, but past that, it is kind of subjective. I actually have those levels. I have those levels here, and I'm pulling them up right now. I meant to have them ready because I did read this question. There we go. So the settings that you're looking at when it comes to dialogue, you're looking to have your dialogue between -18 and -9 dB, your music between -22 and -18 dB, and your sound effects and your ambient noise between -20 and -10 dB. So those are kind of the standard levels, but it is past that very highly subjective. There is a level of, trusting your ears and making sure that everything sounds good. Like if I have my music down, especially for the tutorials that I do, if I have my music down at -22, it's still too loud. Like it's still kind of overpowering. So I think when they're saying -22 to -18 dB, they're talking about when it's music only, not when there's dialogue on top of it. So, you do have to trust your ears. But as far as getting like a bass mix down, those are the levels that you want to look at. Oh, I lost my chat. Where'd my chat go? There we go. Oh man. Javendra, is that right? I have no idea how to pronounce that, but hello, welcome to the stream. Welcome to the stream. I feel like there were more questions, but they got like lost. Oh no, there was just a whole conversation. Oh, that's what it was. That's what it was. From Andrew Warner. There we go. Is it possible to remix a song in Resolve like how Leela did it in her last video? And before I answer that question, I want to say, if you use Premiere Pro and you're looking to, get better audio and learn how to kind of play around with the audio in Premiere Pro and in Audition and all that stuff, make sure you check out Leela's latest video because it goes through all of that stuff. And a lot of the tips that she gave are things that I do when I use Adobe Audition. So I can personally vouch for those tips. But the answer is no. You can't there's no like remix feature in DaVinci Resolve. Unfortunately, like if there was one thing that I would really, really like to have is that, because the whole stitching music together when I make my videos is kind of a pain in the butt, but it is what it is. I still think that, I know, I'm a huge fan of DaVinci Resolve, and as far as like video and even effects, I love doing effects in Fusion. I will say that Adobe hands down wins the audio battle. I think that there's just way more you can do with Adobe products than you can in DaVinci Resolve. So there is that. But that doesn't mean that editing audio in DaVinci Resolve is bad. I can still do everything that I need to do. It's just sometimes it takes longer because it doesn't have the same effect or the same plugin. So, Mr. Miles, Chief Engineer, a video or series I'd find very helpful going through the Fairlight effects and explaining each one of them, when, where, why you might use them, and how to use them. New show, Leela's latest. Somebody asked a question relating to that video, so I had to push people to it. Mr. Miles, Chief Engineer, that video is coming, actually. I'm going to, in less than a week, I'm going out to LA, and I'm attending Vid Summit, but I'm going to be filming every single day that I'm there, so there's going to be like more complex videos, and I wanted to have kind of a more complex video in order to use as an example. I'm going to go through my entire audio editing process, from doing sound design, getting the levels right, and making the dialogue sound good. I'm going to go through all of that. So that is coming, but it's going to be a few weeks probably before that happens. Now, let's jump into the form and see if we have any responses. We've got 2 questions in here. I don't know. Boom. Okay. Yep, we got some new questions. First one from Tech Examined, Michael Panetta. How do you limit the amount of reverb in audio for a talking headshot in post? What's the best way to limit in a setup? I'm using a shotgun mic above my head pointing down. For music, I'm a Cubase guy. Can you do videos on Fusion and Timeline? Oh wait, that's a different question. Let's go do the reverb thing. So reverb sucks. Let me just start with that. Reverb is a pain in the butt. And if you're in like a small room or even a larger room that doesn't have a lot of sound treatment, you're gonna get a lot of reverb in your videos, in your audio. So there's a couple things that you can do in order to minimize that. One of them is mic placement, and I can actually show you exactly how to position a mic because it's already there. So if we take a look, let me just make sure that we're looking at the right thing here. Boom. So this is the mic that I use to record all my videos, and I actually use it for this live stream too. But basically, when you're setting up a boom when you're setting up a boom mic, what you want to do is you actually want to use between your thumb and your pinky as a measurement. And you want to put your thumb on your head, your pinky on the microphone. So that's like perfect. That's perfect distance right there. And then you want the microphone pointing towards your chest, not towards your mouth, but towards your chest. And if you do that, it'll be close enough to you that you'll minimize some of the reverb. Let me get back to me. It'll be, there you go. Come on. You can see the mic. There we go. It'll be close enough that you can like minimize the reverb. So like the sound is going right into the mic. Also, another thing with setup is try not to use a shotgun mic. Shotgun mics are very directional, but they're not very good for indoor dialogue because they're actually sensitive from the back. So they're going to pick up a lot of the reverb. If you're going to use anything, I would highly suggest getting your hands on a small diaphragm condenser mic, otherwise known as a pencil mic. They're typically used as instrument mics and specifically as overhead drum mics, but they're really, really good for indoor dialogue. So I actually have a review of this mic coming out. I don't know if it's either going to be this coming Monday or the Monday after. It's already recorded. I got to edit it still, but it'll be coming out either this coming Monday or the Monday after. So, so that's as far as setup is concerned. As far as in post, I use an equalizer, and what I do is I create very narrow bands in the equalizer, and I crank up the gain until I find a frequency that's like really, really harsh and really whistly, and then I turn that band down to -5. And usually four or five different bands. If you do 4 bands like that across your EQ, then that'll typically fix it. It's kind of hard to explain, easier to show. So that whole video that I'm doing is going to cover all of that. So let's see. Resolve makes a lot of improvements in each update. I'm hopeful that 17 will focus more on audio. I hope so too. Blackmagic Resolve seems great at listening to feedback and what the others want. I agree, actually. I think they are very, very responsive to customer feedback. So should I make a sound treatment to help with reverb? 100%. 100%. Like all the tips that I gave you, those are tips based on not having a sound treated room. So if you have a sound, if you have the ability to sound treat your room, whether it's hanging up, moving blankets or putting sound panels, you can get a pack of those foam panels from Amazon for like $15, if that. So I would get a set of those and go ahead and take care of that. To go around the mic, maybe I think it would be more effective to sound treat the whole room, but you can try doing something around the mic. But remember, you're also dealing with reverb bouncing, all over everywhere. So it's going to come in through the front too. So just, I think distance and position are really what are going to help you the most. So why some dude? Because. So a pencil bike, not a shotgun. Yeah. Shotguns are really sensitive from the rear, so you're going to pick up a lot of reverb if you don't have a sound treated room. I would definitely get a pencil mic over a shotgun if most of your stuff is recorded indoors. Finally caught a live stream. I'm off from work today. Nice. The Falcon's Nest. Hello. Welcome, and thank you for joining the stream. Mr. Miles, Chief Engineer, how about a lapel mic? Lapels work as well. Lapels work. Now, the thing is, I find for voice, an omnidirectional lapel mic works best. The problem is because they're omnidirectional, they're going to pick up some reverb as well. And also, I mean, I don't know if you guys can tell, but I move around a lot when I talk. And so I used to use a lapel mic, but I moved around so much that I kept knocking it off, or my shirt was rubbing against it, and it just caused all sorts of unnecessary noise. So I prefer to not use lavalier mics or lapel mics, whatever you want to call them. I prefer not to use them because I move around too much. So it's better for me just to have, a decent mic placed in the right position, and not attached to my person. HFS is the artist haven. I feel so low tech. I use the mic on my webcam or on my phone. That's okay. I do plan on getting a mic, but there are so many mixed reviews and recommendations. There are a lot of mixed reviews and recommendations. I will say, I mean, the reason why there's mixed reviews and recommendations is because, one, everybody's different. Also, everybody has a different situation, so some people are like, no, shotguns are the best for indoor dialogue, but they probably, are in a sound booth or in a room that's been really, really well sound treated. And so the shotgun mic effect of picking up reverb from the back isn't going to affect them as much. So you kind of have to do your homework, and then you can choose a mic. And then as far as reviews are concerned, I don't know. I've seen, positive reviews of microphones that I've tested, and when I tested them, they were absolutely horrible. So your guess is as good as mine with that one. So yeah, shirt rub and lavs are a lot of work. Exactly. There are mixed reviews because most people don't know how to use their mics, like me. Well, yeah, I mean, That's the about how to record dialogue for videos. I mean, I was brand new once too. So like, I didn't know how to use a mic when I first started. Like, not even a little bit. I figured, I just figured, even when I was a musician, like, you just get a mic, you pick it up and you talk into it and you're good. But apparently that's not the case. So, you got to learn, what mic is good for your situation. What's the best way to position it? How far away from you does it need to be? There's a whole bunch of stuff. What cables do you use? Because not all cables are created equal. I learned that the hard way a few times. So, Dr. Hans Brewery, the big problem with shotgun microphone indoors is the way they are designed. The long body introduces a phase issues indoors when they are hit with bounces for the walls. Exactly. Which is why pencil mics for indoor dialogue for the win. Well, damn, the chat was running, but the video didn't start until I refreshed. That's weird. That's really weird, dude, because I answered your question, which is not good. Oh, I got another question to answer too. Oh. Absolute rule, it's not. What's not? Naman Kataria, I may have butchered that, and if so, I apologize. But hello, first of all. Naman asks, sir, any effect filter to remove background voice? Ooh, background voice in Resolve? Not really. Removal. But a lot of that stuff operates in the same frequency. So if you try and remove that background voice, it's going to end up messing with your voice. So not really. The way you use a mic, can't just pick it up and use it. That's right. That's right, sir. All right, let's move on to the next question in the form. All right, this one is from, Dr. Hans Brewery. For music, I'm a Cubase guy. Cubase. Can you do videos on Fusion and Timeline? I mean, if you want to do compositing with different videos, for example, and want them to start at different times, hope that makes sense. I don't know exactly what you're talking about. If you want to do compositing with different videos, for example, and want them to start at different times, I'm not exactly sure what you're talking about. Now, this may help. I don't know. No, I'm not even going to pretend to know, because that would do you a disservice. After a lot. Oh, yeah. Sorry about that, Dr. Hans Brewery. I'm not quite sure what you're asking me about. But I'm going to be doing a lot of stuff in Fusion, a lot of stuff in the timeline, and I will be, so hopefully I'll be answering your question. But yeah, I'm not really sure. Tech Examine Jay has been very helpful to me, and I don't think he knows it. Well, thank you so much, Tish. That means a lot. Thank you so much. Better Vids, after lots and lots of failures, I seem to have figured out how to use my Rode Video Mic Pro in an empty room with very little to no reverb. I'm going to guess that it had a lot to do with the positioning and the direction of the mic. Jay Lippman, do you prefer to record in stereo or in mono? I record in stereo typically just because that's just how my equipment is set up. But when I mix, I turn all of my dialogue tracks to mono. Dialogue is always in mono, and the reason for that is when you do, if you mess with the stereo width, or if you want to do surround sound, you want those vocals, or that, I keep saying vocals, the musician is still alive in me. That dialogue is you want that front and center. So I always do voice in mono, and I do everything else in stereo. Fashionable Father, thank you so much for stopping by. Have a great day. HFS is the artist. Haven, Better Vids. The Rode mic is one that I've been looking at. Rode makes a lot of different mics, Tish. So depending on one, again, what your needs are, and two, what your budget is. There's a lot of different choices there, but Rode's a great company. So is Deity, by the way. I'm still trying to get my hands on a Deity microphone, but every review that I've seen, all the sound that I've heard coming out of those things, God, I want one so bad. Dr. On's Brewery, mid-side would be the idea for removing background voice if the background voice isn't centered. Okay. A fusion compositing of several clips where they don't start at the same frame. Layers in Fusion, but the layers start at different times. Yes. Okay. Yes, I do understand what you're saying now. Yeah, I could probably do a video on that. I'll definitely, I'm going to put it in my list of ideas right now. How about that? Because I know me, I'll forget. Where are my video ideas? Oh my God, so many. There we go. All right, so videos starting. Oh. Starting at different times. Fusion. All right, cool. It's in there. Dun, dun, dun. Oh, missing chat. I'm missing chat. If Fess is the artist, Haven J is not helpful to me at all. He just laughs at me and says, "How can you be so deaf?" Oh man. Hey, I resent that remark. Where's my picture? I drew this picture, guys. Since you're gonna bring it up, since you're gonna call me out, I drew this lovely picture here. You see this? I was teaching Panetta Tech Examined. I was teaching him. I was teaching him how to position a microphone today. And I drew that little picture. So it was good. I was good. It's hard to teach people that stuff over text. Better Viz, HFS is the artist Haven. I tried a few mics and Rode is my absolute best. I don't speak very loud, so the Rode is the plus 20 dB option. Oh, you couldn't see the picture. I just saw the preview. It's basically a stick figure going like this to a microphone. That was my picture. You can whisper and it still picks you up amazingly. HFS is the artist Haven. I've been using the Rode Video Micro for almost 2 years. It's a great mic, and for the price too. Yeah, that's only like $65. That's what I use when I'm vlogging. So for the next week, I'll be using the Rode Video Micro. Somebody remind me to turn the preamp up on my camera, by the way. I should have been more specific. I did mean recording dialogue, but you answered it. Awesome. KZ, what's going on? Any thoughts on upgrading to Studio? I heard there's GPU acceleration on the free version, but it is better in Studio. That is correct. I have GTX 1060, so I'm wondering how much Studio may help. It should help. It should help. Even if it's not for the GPU acceleration, the tools that you get with the Studio version, like super scale and the noise removal. Oh God, the noise removal is so good in Studio. There's lots of stuff that you get with Studio. Actually, with Studio, you also get access to DaVinci Resolve sound effects library, which is really cool. So that's nice. If the source is mono, record mono. That's right. That's not a rule, but a good starting point. A grand couldn't be recorded stereo, but a voice could be recorded stereo, but a voice shouldn't. Agreed, Dr. Hans, 100%. MXL is a great mic too. Tech Examine, did that video come out yet? Dr. Better Vids, Jay Lippman, except for being cool, how did you grow your YouTube to this size? That is such a great question. Thank you. Thank you for thinking that I'm cool, for one, because that doesn't happen very often. Basically, I guess we'll jump off of audio real quick. It was a combination of a couple things. Recycle Dude, what's going on? Pushing out soon. Guys, make sure that you check out Tech Examined's video that he's going to be dropping, I guess, later today. It's a review of a microphone, and a pretty good microphone too, especially for the price. It's ridiculous for the price. So make sure you check that out. Ian, go. What's going on? I will get to your question in a second. What were you talking about? How I grew my YouTube channel. It was a combination of two things. One, getting lucky, and two, figuring out why I got lucky, and three, doubling down on that thing. So I made my very first DaVinci Resolve versus Premiere Pro video when I first switched over, and that video got a lot of traction. And then I started paying attention, and I realized the videos that were related to, you know, how to make videos were far outperforming the vlogs where I was talking about all the life improvement stuff that I was doing. So I quit doing the self-improvement, motivational, inspiration, whatever you want to call it. I stopped doing that stuff and focused solely on how to make videos, making sure that at least once a week I was putting in a DaVinci Resolve video. And when that very first DaVinci Resolve versus Premiere Pro video hit 10,000 views, it was right around 6 months from when I had started using DaVinci Resolve. So I made another video, DaVinci Resolve versus Premiere Pro, 6 months later. And that one took off even more. And that one, if it hasn't crossed it yet, is at least coming up on 75,000 views. And that's basically it. That's what I did. I got really into SEO and analytics, and, you know, planning out my videos before I released them, before I even recorded them, and A/B testing thumbnails, like testing out different video formats to see what would get me the longest average view duration. It was a lot of stuff. So I got really into analytics. I got lucky with the video, and I figured out why I got lucky, and I kept doing that thing. So that was it. Tech exam. Can I sign that diagram for you? Sure. Why not? Let's get to Ian Go real quick. Hi, Jay, new subscriber here. Hello, thank you for subscribing. Can you do a video that shows an eraser scrubbing someone out sometime in the future? Hello from London. That's a great idea. That's a great idea. I'm gonna try and figure it out. Another request: lightning electricity effect in Fusion. Ooh, that's a good one. That's a good one. These are all great ideas, guys. Keep them coming. Mr. Miles, chief engineer. I don't record a lot of audio. With that said, I'm happy with my cheapo $25 newer USB NW7000. Yeah. Those, I mean, they're not bad. They're not bad. I said hi to Recycle, dude. Dr. On's Brewery. If I understand it correctly, Studio isn't an upgrade to the GPU usage. It's better handling with codecs. It actually, I may say this wrong because I'm not I'm not a particularly smart computer guy. So like, I know how to use them, but I'm you get the idea. I believe, and if I'm wrong about this, if you have Studio and I'm wrong about this, please correct me. I believe that DaVinci Resolve Studio actually installs a custom driver that helps with the GPU usage, or something like that. They do something along those lines. So cheers all. Got to go pick up the kids. See you later, Chris. Have a good one, sir. Tech KZS sound effects are out. I thought there was some delay. Oh, maybe not. Any websites besides NCS that you would recommend for free soundtracks? All your videos have been helpful. Thanks as always. Thank you, KZ. For free soundtracks, like sound effects or songs? I came for the DaVinci videos, had to switch over. So much problems with Premiere. Still miss Premiere, but it's not working good for me. Yeah, I hear you. There are things about Premiere that I absolutely loved, but yeah, DaVinci Resolve works better on my laptop. It's I just find the color grading. I mean, I can't even. I just maybe I'm wrong, but I don't think anything can touch DaVinci Resolve's color grading. I just think it's so intuitive. Songs. Oh, free songs. I mean, there's the YouTube song library or whatever it's called. There's what's it called? bensound.com has some free stuff, but honestly, if you want to find some really good free stuff, check out SoundCloud. Like there's tons of people on SoundCloud that would be happy to let you use their songs in exchange for a mention in the description or in the video itself. Um, you should be careful about that though, because they can turn around and like you want to get something in writing that says that you can use the song, because they can turn around and, you know, copyright claim you and all that stuff. So you want to protect yourself there. Yes, me too. I was blown away by the color page. I love it. I love it. I do almost all of my recording and lives in my art studio, a 12 by 25 living room / dining room. Yep, it's a huge room, but it is a lot of stuff in it. Any suggestions for making it better for audio? Yes, I do. If you are, I mean, one, mic placement is a big thing. We talked about that earlier, but also if you can get your hands on some packing blankets, some like moving blankets, those things are really, really good at absorbing sound. And it sounds like you have a really large room, but I doubt that you use that entire room for recording. So if you can find a way to hang those up, like right behind the microphone, then you should be able to reduce a lot of that reverb. Ooh, I just had a stray hiccup. That hurt. I don't even use DaVinci. I'm just here because Jay is cool. I try and make these live streams. My live streams and my Monday videos are kind of like, those are the general audio things. So like whether you use DaVinci Resolve or Premiere Pro or Final Cut, or maybe you just shoot and you don't edit. Maybe you only work with audio and all that. Like that's what those are for. That's what this live stream is for, and the Monday videos. I do answer questions about DaVinci Resolve because I understand. You know, I look at my analytics every single day, and I know that the DaVinci Resolve videos are the ones that are bringing in the most subscribers. So the majority of people that are in here came in here because they wanted to learn more about DaVinci Resolve. So needs more subs. What's going on? I'm scoring your live stream right now on keys. You can have a little more dynamic range if you're in the mood. Boom. Are you really? Are you really scoring my live stream? That's great. That is so great. Good God. Voice is starting to do that weird thing. I've noticed that there's no crying coming out of the room. I think Kaylin has officially fallen asleep. Good news, she's asleep. Bad news is like pretty soon after the stream ends, I gotta head to my dad's for Yom Kippur, breaking the fast that I never did tonight. So it's gonna be a very, very short video, or short nap video. Jesus, what is wrong with me? There you go. I came here because I was learning DaVinci Resolve. I have moving blankets up the wazoo. There you go. I will have to play around with them. Yeah, just hang them, nail them to the ceiling. I don't know. Whatever you can do. Whatever you can do to hang those up. Those will help a lot. Keyboard practice. Nice. Nice. I just gotta say, Needy, it's good to see you back in action. Seeing you around Twitter and here on the stream. It's been awesome. I missed you, my friend. Let's see here. Let's see if we have any more. No more questions in the form. Let's see if anybody did a late submission to the Twitter request. Doesn't look like it. Nope. Nope, nope, nope. All right, guys, ask me your questions. Ask me your questions right here in the chat. Marty, oh yeah, Marty's here. It got cold and Marty went away along with his whole family, and then it warmed up a little bit. Now he's back. I forgot to tell you I was able to forgot about that, Steven. I was able to download Resolve in less than 8 hours. Woohoo! Oh man, that's great. That's so great. So guys, Vid Summit is in, I mean, it officially kicks off like 1 week from today. And in less than 1 week from today, I will be hopping on a plane with Mr. Tech Examined and heading out to Los Angeles. And I'm super excited about that for so many reasons. One, LA. I haven't been to LA in years, so that's exciting. Two, Vid Summit is going to be awesome, and meeting a whole bunch of people, some who I've talked to a bunch online and some who I've never talked to before, and I don't know who they are, but I'm going to meet them and it's going to be great. And three, I'm actually going to get out of the studio. I'm going to film some stuff out of the studio. So, and I'm excited. I'm excited. So I'm going to be doing that. I'm going to be trying to maybe get a little bit more involved in the Instagram story thing so you guys can see what's happening and I can, post things there. It's going to be fun. I'm going to be building a false wall to stage my furniture artwork on. I think I can hang them from the backside of that. There you go. I have concrete walls and ceiling, so no nails. Oof. Yeah, that's rough. That is definitely rough. Have you got money for food yet? I have a little bit. I have to send something to Arian real quick because I am a bad boyfriend and I forgot to get her the address. She's dropping her car off to get looked at. So, I do have money that I am bringing out there. Better vids, but, more is always good. Needs more subs. You're on track for your 5K deadline. I know. I can't believe it. Guys, I cannot believe it. Really. It's insane. Is this it? Yep, this is it. Okay. Area. Oops. Okay. Got it. Boom. Jay has to feed you too. Well, then no, I do not have money for food. Ramen. Yeah. Gonna have to be doing ramen. Although apparently lunch is provided at Vid Summit. So, that's one meal down and free breakfast at hotel. That's 2 meals down. Just got to worry about dinner every night for a week. It's going to be rough. I was thinking to use C-stands to hang moving blankets. That'll totally work, Steven. I'm so excited for you guys. Vid Summit has to be an amazing experience. I'll be living through you guys. I'm excited. I got the virtual pass last year, so I got to see all of the talks, but I missed out on what people say is like really the best part of it, which is the networking and the meeting people and all that stuff. John CF, I'm going to say John CF the second, maybe. Hi, Jay, new to Resolve and really like your teaching style. Thank you so much. Quick answer, please. In editing, does Resolve allow advancing frame by frame rather than scrubbing? Yes or no? Yes. Left and right key on the keyboard takes you frame by frame. There you go. Free breakfast. What hotel? I mean, they usually have like the bagels and stuff. I don't know. I never eat breakfast anyway, so I'm good. I'm good till lunch. Dinner is taken care of. At breakfast, stuff your pockets with bagels and fruit. Boom. Steven Krieger. There you go. I thought they had like the bagels and muffins and that kind of stuff. Like it's not a breakfast, but it's a something. Even Motel 6 sometimes offer free breakfast. There's the cheaper hotels usually offer something for free. It's the expensive hotels where it's like, oh yeah, you can get breakfast. You go down, you go into the place, you stuff your plate full of bacon and eggs and sausage and whatever you want, and then all of a sudden you get like a bill for like you get a check for like $87,000 for this breakfast. It's just out there. Like, how are you not supposed to eat it? I don't get it. Usually it's coffee and a donut. Look, I can last for hours on coffee and a donut. Coffee for breakfast. Boom. There we go. Complimentary, quote unquote, complimentary breakfast. Hell, even the crap hole in Niagara Falls had some stuff to eat. Oh man. Yes, they did, didn't they? Yes, they did. My voice is starting to go. That's not a good thing. That is a very bad thing. Kaylin's going to be so mad at me when I wake her up from her nap. Whoa! Better Vids, thank you so much. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Or go rock and roll style and do meth for a week. Those days are behind me, man. Those days are far, far behind me. Although did I ever do meth? I don't think I did. No, I never, wait. There's a possibility that may have happened once. Maybe. I don't know. There's like a good 5 to 10 years where I just don't remember stuff, so. Oh man. All right. Does anybody have any other questions about audio? I want to talk about audio because this is getting weird. This is getting weird. No, chat went silent. Or is there just a really bad lag? What else is going on? I feel like there's other stuff going on that I was supposed to tell you about, and I just can't remember. I honestly just can't remember. I lost it. Mr. Miles, Chief Engineer, here's something I got stuck on with Resolve and didn't go back to figure out. Using the paint tool in Fusion, how to get what you paint to apply to more than just that frame. It's not audio, but it's a question. The paint tool. That's actually a really good question, and off the top of my head, I like know it, but I don't know it. So I'm gonna put that on the ideas list as well. Using that paint tool, because I feel like that's a fairly simple thing, and the fact that I can't remember is just not good. We were all reflecting on our youth. Yeah. I'm doing a pretty dark, moody C minor thing for this complimentary breakfast / drug bender part here. Oh, man. Got myself weird magnifying macro lenses, so I'm taking pictures of pixels. This stuff is awesome. Cameras are wonderful things. So are lenses. Jay Lippman, I read that I have to change the multi-stroke somehow, and I can't and I can't figure out how. There, maybe... I think I had to do that too when I did the write on text effect. If you want to check out, if you haven't checked out that video, that may actually hold the answer. The write on text effect might actually hold the answer. So go ahead, check that out. And if it doesn't have the answer, let me know and I will look into it. Okay, audio questions. I want to keyframe EQ settings. Haven't figured that out yet. EQ settings, I don't think you can keyframe. Which is horrible. I don't think you can keyframe the EQ settings for in DaVinci Resolve. I haven't really found the need to do that though. Why would you need to keyframe EQ? I can't think of a situation where I've ever had to keyframe EQ settings. So explain to me your situation and maybe like that is horrible. I just don't understand where you would need to do that. Is it just that you have like multiple people talking and so you need to keyframe between the different people talking? Like that's the only place that I could think of where you would need to use that. And if that's the case, if that's the reason why you want to do EQ settings, maybe for comedic purposes. Well, I mean, you can keyframe the pitch. So there's that. So if you wanted to use that for comedic purposes, but, if you're doing it because there's multiple people talking in one single audio clip, there's an audio glitch I get from Resolve with the audio, and I can't isolate why, but it's a popping sound, and it happens at random when I make a cut in the audio. If I undo and redo the cut, it fixed that random pop crackle sound. Yes. Brian Vlasic, go and ask your question. I get that random popping sound too. It is a weird glitch, but the good news is like I've done a couple test exports where I'll hear the popping in Fairlight, but I won't hear it in the edit, or I'll hear it in the edit page, but I won't hear it in Fairlight, or I'll hear it all over the place in DaVinci Resolve, but when I export, I don't actually hear the popping sound. So it may just be a glitch that doesn't show up when you export, and 9 times out of 10, that's the case with me. Matt Jackson, what's going on? Been on YouTube 1 year, 60 videos using Corel Video Studio. Nice. Just made the jump to Resolve. Have found you very helpful. Thank you. You're welcome. Thank you for your kind words. I'm editing my first video this week. Slow going, but it's good to be here. Awesome. Well, welcome to the channel. Welcome to the stream. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being here. Dan Flakes, hello. Jay, how did you come up with the idea of making Game of Thrones? How was the production and cast? I'm confused. I did not make Game of Thrones. If a battery is going low on a mic, can that create some static in the audio because it's not getting enough juice? Possibly. That's a definite possibility. It could be causing static, but usually, yeah, because the mic is trying to work with not enough power. So if a mic is going dead, it could cause static. It doesn't happen very often, but if you're getting static on your mic, it could be the battery. Best way to tell is change battery, and see if that does it. People saying, hi, Mr. Miles, chief engineer. I had that same issue last week using FCPX. Jay Lippman, it sticks when I export. Ooh, And if I don't fix it right away, it remains for good. That's not good. Are you doing compound clips in your audio? Because DaVinci Resolve historically does not like it when you make compound clips out of audio clips. I don't know why, but for some reason they don't like that. Just picked up a Rode Wireless Go today. Can't wait to try it out. Nice. I've heard good things about that. Are you planning on doing something Udemy maybe? Maybe, but those take a long, long time to make. So I don't know. Need advice on editing camcorder footage. I've never edited anything off of a camcorder footage, or I've never edited anything off of a camcorder. So unfortunately, I mean, if it's digital, then it should be fairly similar to something off of a DSLR. It might just be a different resolution. Another audio issue I've come across. Oh, man. Another issue I've come across, if I put a crossfade on 2 clips and then shorten one of the clips, the crossfade stops, but the visual representation of it is still there. That's weird. That might just be a weird glitch. I don't have any situation for that, or solution for that, unfortunately. Sorry. Mr. Miles is asking the tough questions today. I have the Rode Mic Pro, and the last couple of vids, I hear static in there while editing. It could be a number of things. It could be the batteries going dead. It could be maybe there's a loose connection inside the mic. It could be, I hate to say this, it could be the headphone jack in your camera. There's lots of different things. I mean, static is usually caused by an intermittent connection, a low connection. So it could be the battery, but it sounds like more likely it's probably a connection issue somewhere. So Matt Jackson, thanks again. Keep at it. Looking to learn a lot. Thank you so much, Matt. All right, guys, it is 3:00. It's 3:00. By the time you're hearing this, it's probably 3:01 because there's a horrible delay today. But it's that time. I got to get ready to go to my dad's, as long as the kid's not running a fever. So, guys, thank you so much for being here. This is the favorite part of my week. You know that. I say this every single week. Thank you guys so much. Keep an eye out for Friday's video. I can't remember what it's about, but it's a good one. It's a DaVinci Resolve one. So, the new video is live. Tech Examine, thank you very much. Make sure you go check out Tech Examine's brand new video. It's a microphone video. It's related to this stream, so I will allow it. Go check it out. Guys, have a wonderful, 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 wonderful day. And love you to death. I'll see you guys later. Bye.